everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Audrey Rozier and I'm your local realtor in the Central Maryland and Baltimore metro areas. In this video, I just wanted to share some updates on my opinion about the Landis rent-to-own program. I've been working with them for a little while now and feel that I have better insight on the program since before when I made the other video last year. They were just gaining some recognition at that time and I thought that it would be a great idea to do an informative video for everyone. If you haven't seen that video, check the link down in the description below. So full disclosure, I don't work for Landis. I am a realtor professional that runs my own business here in the state of Maryland, and I'm not getting paid to create this video, nor did I get paid to create the other one. With that being said, let's get into the video. One of the biggest updates since I recorded that video back in 2021 has been the max purchase price that Landis is willing to purchase homes for. Initially, they were only purchasing homes up to $400,000, but I assume since prices have gone up drastically, they decided to increase that number to $500,000, which honestly I think is great. I think that will definitely help in rising markets, but full transparency though, I haven't seen any of my clients that I've worked with get approved for the max budget. If you've been approved for the max budget, I'm actually curious to know, so let me know down in the comments. That's great. In regards to the application process with Landis, I haven't seen that it's particularly difficult. There doesn't seem to have been much that has changed since I initially made that video in 2021. They require documents like any other landlord would require prior to issuing you a pre-qualification letter so you can go home shopping. Now, one thing that I have noticed is that Landis is not an aggressive buyer at all. So I think if you have the option to purchase a home regularly or through this program, the regular purchase option would make you way more competitive in today's market. When Landis writes their offers, and truly I can only speak from my experiences here in Maryland, they require a 12-day full-blown inspection period. And while we were in that super hot market, that kind of offer was not very likely to get accepted. Not to mention that they will not accept a credit for repairs. The seller absolutely has to make the repairs or they won't purchase the home. Now, here's my problem with that. The homeowner could just get the cheapest possible contractor to make the repairs and the work be done, but not in a good workmanship manner. And then the new homeowner is going to be stuck with the problem versus if they had a system in place to make the repairs so that they could be completed to their satisfaction. That would literally work better for everybody. Now, they do purchase the home in cash. However, the majority of the time, the benefits of a cash offer include closing sooner, less repairs, sometimes no repairs, and shorter inspection periods. None of that applies with Landis, so the fact that it's cash honestly means virtually nothing. They will still require a minimum of a 30-day period to actually settle on the house, and they have a maximum day period of 45 days. They also have specific home inspectors that they work with and their preferred title company that they will only work with. I'm not saying that that's bad, but if you're on the fence about whether you should purchase traditionally or through this program to be the most competitive, like I said before, it's the traditional route. Look into all of your options, but just giving you a heads up. Another thing that I wasn't aware of when I initially made that other video was the increase in the purchase price of the home that you choose. After the first year of living in the home, you should be closer to being able to purchase it, right? At that time, Landis is going to increase the price from when they initially purchased it by 3%. And for reference, home prices have traditionally increased over the years by 3.2% year after year before inflation. And I'm not talking about during the past 2 years, like the COVID years, because prices shot up and honestly that was just not normal. But in general, it's been 3.2%. And honestly, that doesn't leave you with a ton of equity. Not to mention the market is changing yet again, so I'm not sure how home prices are going to be and if they're going to continue going up over the next 12 to 18 months. I also noticed that Landis's website doesn't outline what will happen if the value is actually less when they go to sell it to you than what they initially purchased it for. And like I said, I'm not saying the home values are going to go down, but I am curious to know what their plans are if something like that happens in a shifting market. I also think it should be advertised on their website as well. Another issue that I've been having while working with Landis is the lack of responsiveness. For example, when I send an email to the representative that we have here in Maryland, I feel like on average I may hear back around the 48-hour mark, and sometimes I just don't hear back. During one of the transactions I was working on, I had so many issues with our Maryland representative just not responding, and it made the process so much harder than it needed to be. Like I said, I can only speak on what's happening here in Maryland, but I'm curious about whether you guys are hearing back from the representatives in a decent time frame in other states. Let me know down in the comment section below. Anyway, overall, I do still think that the program is decent. I think it grew in popularity very quickly and they are still working on setting up their systems and processes. I don't think that it works well in a fast-paced market. It could just be our point of contact here in Maryland, but I do have hope that at some point they will have their systems and processes in order so that they can serve a lot of people. I think the program works really well for some people that may just need a couple of months to get everything together to purchase and really intend on purchasing the home that they choose through Landis. I don't think that it works well for people that aren't sure of where they want to live, or people that don't have intentions of staying in a home for very long. If you missed the other video that I did where I explained the process of the Landis program, again, you can check it out in the description below. If you have questions, feel free to schedule a call on my calendar at the link below as well. I don't mind chatting with you, or if you are in Maryland or if you're in another state. There's also a link down below if you'd like to be connected to a realtor partner in any of the states that Landis operates in. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I will see you on the next one.